So Addie passed away, and um, it's like weird because grief doesn't make sense. It's like still hard to believe. I don't want to believe it. She was like so present in my life. Like I still feel like I'm talking to her right now. Like I wish you were here, and like I'm just so grateful that our friendship was what it was because she was one of those friends that you just felt. Like you just felt. Like just knowing that she was here for me and loved me and believed in me. She knows I felt the same about her, and like just knowing that you have that friend or like out there rooting for you. Every time we would talk, it was just she was so present with me, like with me. And it felt like we were like in person having a conversation, even if it was just over the phone. And it makes no sense that like only the good people soon to die young. Like what's that about? Like for real. Because you can't say one bad thing about her. Like you can't say one bad thing about the girl. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. She was just such a light. Like, and saying was is so annoying. Like, grief is just so stupid because no matter who you lose, it's like you never feel like you get enough time with them. You never feel like enough conversations. You never feel like, and every single time we talked, pretty much, we were always telling each other, like, how grateful we were for each other, and even that's not enough. Like, no amount of time is going to do enough. No amount of gratitude expression is going to be enough. And I just spoke with her 9 days before. The last time we talked was 9 days before. And she was saying, oh, I'm back in the hospital. I hope I don't have to be here. I hope only a few more days. And it's just like, it's just not fair. And the only thing you can think of that makes sense is that, like, as a believer, is that they were just too good for this world, and God needed them because they were just that good. But I just can't imagine people who are that good. They don't get the life they deserve on earth. They just don't. All the best people I've ever met struggle really hard. And not to say that like the people who don't struggle as hard aren't the best people I've met also, because that's not true. Like there's a lot of people that don't struggle the same ways, and like they're also amazing people, like the best people I've ever met. She was like beyond human with like the amount of like soul and kindness and empathy, like, and just like how positive and passionate she was. Like, it didn't make any sense with what she was going through. Like, she was worried that last time I talked to her, she's like earlier this month, she's worried about money and her job and finances And now she's gone, and it's like, who gives a shit about any of that? Well, it's just like annoying because I really thought she was gonna come out of this. Like, she was doing really well. She had like a really good period, like not long ago, and I was like, okay, maybe this is finally like upwards for her. And I like really believed, how could someone this good not be able to like live the life that she deserves? And like, of course, the one thing I know about life is that it's not fair and it's not supposed to be fair. This doesn't make sense, and I don't want it to. Like, I don't want it to make sense because it's like stupid. She's the closest person I've ever lost at this point. The one I talk to the most often. I mean, she was up there with, the closest people in my life. And the support she gave me. Like, one of the closest friends I've ever had. And we only saw each other once after leaving the hospital. And that was 12 years ago. We met around this time 12 years ago. But, like, honestly, like, she was in so much pain and discomfort, and, like, that's the thing that, like, really makes me feel okay about it. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. She's not. It's like I feel her around me, which is annoying. And, like, I'm like, I hope it's not all in my head because, I just found out, and, like, I didn't feel her around me before I knew, and she's been gone now for like 12 days. I texted her the day after she passed, like, oh, I'm thinking of you, sending you positive vibes. And she had been dead. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't feel stupid. I didn't know. What life is that? Like, what quality of life was that she had to live for what? This is why I, like, can't have kids, because how can I live with myself knowing how much pain there is and, like, suffering and like her mother texted me and said, like, how much I meant to her and, like, she loved you so much. Her mom asked me if I needed support. And it's just like, you're her mom. I can't imagine how she must do it. Like, that whole family, like. That's the thing about mental health issues and stuff, and, like, growing up in treatment and having a long-term issue, is you meet a lot of people, hundreds and probably thousands of people I've met at this point, and a lot of people that I've met can say the same thing, and because you meet so many people that struggle mentally and physically, but specifically mentally, is that you know, we just always hear of people dying here and there. It's like super ironic that she passed away of a chronic illness that anyway. But yeah, so like people die all the time. People die all the time, and it's just being exposed to knowing about people dying all the time, people that you used to know and live with and see every day, and see struggle, and see laugh, and see go through pain. That's why I think it's so hard for me to let people go. I've always been the one to want to keep in touch with people after discharging because they've meant so much to me and made such an impact on me. And I want to be part of their life. I want them to be part of my life. I want to keep in touch. I want to know how you're doing. Um, and having the support I have had from these people that know the life that like it is to struggle in those ways. Like they've helped me, and understand myself and understand the lifestyle and the illness, and but I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends like how close we were to these people. Everybody's different. But it doesn't get easier when you hear about people. It doesn't, like, I think there was a certain point years ago where I was getting desensitized to it. But then when it starts to affect people you're closer to again, it's like, it's not even that. It's still so shocking. I mean, we're all so young still. She wasn't even 30 yet. Life really is short. Even if you live a longer life, like, it's still not enough time. It's still really short. I'm not afraid of dying, but I want to live long. I'm not afraid of what comes after that, but I don't want it. I don't want to be. I don't want to die young. And I just always had that feeling that I was going to. But that's probably for, I don't know, I'm just, I guess, these things that make you think about mortality and death and, like, what is the meaning of life. I'm just so grateful she knew how much I loved her. Like, that's the one thing that that's another thing that I take away. Like, that, I'm just glad that she knew. And, like, I'm very grateful that, like, I'm still really happy I'm the person that I am because I always tell people how much they mean to me. And I don't ever want to stop being that person. I don't want anyone to question, like, how much they've meant to me. If you've ever met me, like, you mean something to me. So that's, it's been vulnerable and it's gotten me hurt. that I can't stop being that person because it's just the truth. And I know that she knows. And I know that a lot of other people know how I feel about them and how grateful I am for them and how inspired I am. Everybody, I read a quote and it said, everybody you meet has something to teach you. Like, yeah. I feel like you could meet any random person I've ever met and I could tell you what they've taught me. Because that's just so true. It's like, I feel like you can. I'm angry. Like, I'm just really. I'm pissed off that she's gone. I'm really happy that she's not in pain. But I'm pissed off that that's how she had to live her life when she's the last person to deserve that. I'm just so pissed off. Like, really? That was it? Like, what quality of life is that? She deserved so much more. Yeah, and I just wish I could have done something more.